make the easiest chocolate mousse you could ever imagine. There are 2 ingredients. 1, 2. That's it. So we're starting with a little bit of water in the bottom of a saucepan, and you just want to bring it to the simmer. You don't want it like rapidly boiling. I have a plain bowl over the simmering water, just simmering. In there, you break up a bar of chocolate. If you've got more people, more chocolate. The proportions are 2 to 1. So in other words, 1 cup of chocolate, 2 cups cream. We're going to break it up into the bowl. If you want to have a teeny weeny, that's okay. That's really good. If you have a chilled bowl, it's better. If it's not, don't worry about it. Twice as much cream as chocolate. This is organic. You don't have to use organic. Notice that I have a big bowl and a big whisk. If this is the size of your whisk, that's okay too. But do not try to beat up the cream with a tiny little whisk and a tiny little bowl, because you're not going to be able to get the air in there and it's never going to whip. So secret is big bowl, big whisk. There we go. I'm going to hold some back because it's a little bit more than twice as much cream. And then you whisk. You want to do this with your KitchenAid, you want to do this with your, what do you call those things? Then you could use one of those. I like to build up my muscles, so I use one of these, okay? I forgot to put my apron on, so don't forget to put your apron on. Because things get a little crazy when you start beating cream. Is this nice? Jonathan brought this back to me from Spain. It's all little tiny bowls, because I didn't get to go to Spain. You want to beat the cream just until it holds its shape. You see, until it's like a very loose mayonnaise, or if you stirred sour cream. See, it drips, but it just is beginning to hold a little shape to it. You do not want to beat the cream until it's very stiff. Not at all. Just till it has shape, okay? A little body. And then you come back here into your chocolate and you just stir that around. Look, see? Until the chocolate is totally smooth, all melted. And that happens really, really fast. An important thing when you're melting just chocolate is you don't want the water to be really, really boiling underneath. 1, because it creates too much heat. 2, because it makes steam, and if steam gets into the chocolate, it seizes up. It gets kind of grainy and gross. You want the chocolate to be wrist temperature. So if the chocolate is more than that, just take it out of the hot bowl and put it into a cool bowl. A trick is just to take a little bit of cold chocolate, drop it in, bit by bit, and stir that around, and that'll take the temperature down. And then you really don't have to worry, because if somebody finds a hunk of chocolate in their mousse, nobody's going to be upset, okay? So that's that. If it totally freaks you out to put your hands into the mousse, you can either use a glove or, the spatula. But it's really fun and delicious because you get to lick your hands, but also really good because you can feel the mousse and you can feel the cream at the bottom of the bowl, so you know like what's mixed and what's not mixed, and you get to touch the chocolate, which is so good. All right? So we have our beautiful cream. I don't want the cream to be too cold, closer to room temp, all right? And I don't want the chocolate to be too hot. It's perfect. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the cream. I'm going to stir it into the chocolate. See that? So it's not such a shock when it goes into the cream. And then once that starts to loosen up a little bit, which it's doing now, you just scrape that into the bowl, like that. And take your hand, and you put it in the bowl, and you just scrape the sides and scrape the bottom with that back edge of your hand, okay? See? And then you just loosen up your fingers. Loose as a little goose. There you go. Like that. Loosen up your fingers and then just drag them through. No swooshing. None of this, no tight stuff. Just loose, relaxed. Fold and turn, and it's done. That's it. Look. That's so delicious. And if you want to, you can just eat the whole thing like that. Or you can beat a little cream on the side and, put a little dot on the top of each little cup.